Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Em and welcome to the start of a brand new reading vlog. So today is Friday the 10th of September. I have not actually filmed a reading vlog in several weeks. I feel so strange without it. So I'm going to attempt to film a little weekend reading vlog this weekend because honestly I've missed it, and honestly I just have had the worst couple of weeks and not been doing great. So I'm going to attempt to go back to some semblance of like normality with filming a reading vlog. I don't know how good it's going to be or how successful it's going to be, but hopefully it's going to be fun anyways. So as I said, today is Friday. I'm currently just working on some homework and some things like that that I need to finish before the weekend, and then I'm going to probably get straight into reading this evening. So I do have 2 books on my TBR that I'm hoping to get through. I'm just going to try to read as much as I can and just get back into the reading mood, because like when you're really stressed sometimes it's hard to remember to do the things that you love, and reading is definitely something that I love, so I just need to like remember how to do that. So the main book on this TBR, probably the only like full-length book that I am going to get to because it is quite big, is Gods and Monsters by Shelby Machoren. This is the 3rd and final book in the Serpent and Dove series and I'm very excited to finish it. I started this back in August, I think the middle of August, and I kind of put it down after a while because it is a 600-page book, so all I was thinking is like the middle like 300 pages is just gonna be such a slog to get through. I think I'm on like page 175 or something. I stopped and put it down, but my friend Katie from Katie's Booktok just finished it and she said that after page 200 it just took off completely. I think she got to page 200 and then finished the whole thing that night, which is incredible because that's like 400 pages, so I'm definitely hoping that that happens to me as well. I am on page 175, so very close to that 200 page mark. If you don't know what Serpent and Dove is about, which is the first book in this series, it's about this witch called Lou LeBlanc and this witch hunter called Reed Diggory who are forced into a marriage. He is totally against witches. He grew up in this Catholic monastery and his father figure, it's not like his father but like his father figure is the Archbishop, and he's always been brought up to hate witches, to kill witches, everything like that. So he doesn't know that he's married to a witch and he's kind of falling for her, and there's magic things and there's people, betrayals, everything. It's really good. The second book wasn't my favorite, but I'm hoping that the third one definitely does knock it out of the park and I love it. So that is my goal for this weekend, to finish this. I would be really happy if I did, because I want to get back into fantasy. I want to get back into like darker books for winter and autumn and stuff, and I feel like this is the perfect one because it's like a fantasy but it's also kind of like witchy and dark academia, kind of just like spooky and atmospheric. So that is the book that I'm hoping to read. However, because I have not read in a while, I kind of want to ease myself back into reading. So I'm going to pick up a short Kindle Unlimited book first, and it is called Games We Play, but it's a very short novella on Kindle Unlimited and it's about like 90 pages, and I think I'm going to read that this afternoon and this evening, like today, just to get back into reading, to finish a book in September, and hopefully it's good. I've seen actually a lot of people reading it recently and everybody rates it fairly high, even though it's like a 90-page book, so it's not going to be like spectacular or anything, but it might be good. So that is my TBR for this weekend. I literally have no plans for this weekend other than just chilling, relaxing, trying to reset and trying to like ease the mind, you know, that's all I can say. So yeah, that is my TBR for this weekend. I will keep updating you as I go. I do have pretty much all of this weekend to myself, I'm fairly sure, so I should be able to read through this as much as I can. I'm very excited, and I'm excited to be back filming because honestly I missed it. I do have a vlog going up today that was filmed in August, so I kind of like missed editing and filming and things like that. So that is my plan for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's gonna be quite chill, gonna be quite calm and cozy. I do actually want to reorganize my entire room, or my bookshelves, but my bookshelves are practically my entire room. So if you can see, like, my bookshelves are a complete mess behind me. That probably will be a separate video. Probably might even film that video this weekend, who knows. Okay, so it's now 1 p.m. I was just finishing my schoolwork and I was making a thumbnail for the vlog that's going up tonight, and I decided to start an audiobook. I was going to listen to the audiobook of Gods and Monsters, but then I was kind of thinking that I really want to physically read this because I physically read the whole series and I kind of just want to like finish that out that way. But I am listening to an audiobook that I'm actually really liking, reading, and the audiobook that I'm listening to is The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle Jensen. This is like a typical kind of enemies to lovers fantasy, and I've really missed reading those type of books. Like, I'm definitely in the fantasy mood now, even though like I haven't actually finished a fantasy. But basically this follows our main characters. I actually can't remember their names because I'm listening to it on audio, but they're from like rival kingdoms. She is like married off to this guy in the neighboring kingdom to like be a spy and stuff, but he thinks that she's there to make peace, even though he probably doesn't actually think that, but they think that he thinks that. Does that make sense? And it's just really intense so far. I really like it. There's just so much in here that's just like perfect vibes for like an enemies to lovers fantasy. I'm not sure if it's YA or new adult, honestly, but it is a fantasy romance book, so I'm not really sure. But I am on chapter 6. There's 5.5 hours left at 2 times speed, and I'm actually really liking this. I think I might get a physical copy, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna finish the audiobook first because I'm actually really liking it. But right now I am going to get my shoes on because I am going to run some errands in a little while, but then I'm going to read Games We Play because I'm very excited to read that as well. So yeah, a very productive day so far. Hey besties, happy Saturday. So it's now Saturday evening around 6:30 and I'm actually on sprints with Sophia and Lucy, which is really fun, and we're starting a reading sprint even though I've not really read anything yet. But I did finish a book last night. I finished Games We Play. I cannot remember the author, but Games We Play. I gave it a 2-star, probably 1.5 in reality. After reading that I was like, someone pass me the holy water or the bleach just so I can just erase this from my brain. Some of the sentences in here I was like, nobody says that, nobody says that. It was the cringe level was like times a million. It was just secondhand embarrassment the whole book, and the ending was like, oh okay. So you liked it and you put a ring on it, you know? So I am still reading Gods and Monsters. I am currently on page 200. It is good, it's just not amazing. I think I just really need to like get to the halfway point so that it's like past the setup stage and more in like the action stage. So I'm hoping to do that on the sprints tonight. I've ordered a Chinese for myself that will probably be here in about an hour. I'm gonna go read right now until that food comes, and then I'm going to take a little break. But yeah, I thought I would update you. I'm having a lot of fun on this weekend reading vlog, even though the anxiety is kind of starting to trickle back in, but we're not gonna let it because we are bad bitches up in here. So yeah, that is my day so far. Hi. Are you comfy? Are you comfy? Hello guys, happy Sunday. It's currently 12:35 on Sunday. Have I read a single thing today? No. Did I read a lot yesterday? Also no. I did go on sprints with the girls for about 5 or 6 hours and yeah, we didn't really read that much. Well, at least I didn't. I don't think anybody did. But I have a couple hours right now. I do need to do some studying and things like that. I'm just so anxious at the minute, and like I can't focus on something that I enjoy without finishing all of the tasks that I need to do. But moving on from that, I am hopefully going to read a lot today. So I'm still reading Gods and Monsters. Guys, this frickin' book, I don't even know what to say at this point. It is just a bit of a slog to get through. I'm on page 236, so I really didn't read all that much yesterday. There was a point, if you can see my blue tabs, where I did kind of like get emotional because there was a thing that happened in Blood and Honey, at the end of Blood and Honey, and a character died, and then we got to say like a final goodbye to this character, and that did make me emotional. If you've read this book, you probably know they were probably my favorite character, honestly, apart from like the main characters and stuff. But yeah, it is getting good now, meaning like there's a lot of like betrayals, there's a lot of things, but because my brain is like working overtime and overthinking, I can't even like focus on it. So I did make myself some pancakes this morning, and I'm currently watching some booktube videos. I really don't know how this vlog is going because I think I haven't really updated you all that much, so I'm going to try to do that today for the remainder of today. Misty is behind me, by the way. But yeah, that is what I'm going to do. I think right now I'm going to maybe do my dishes and listen to the audiobook. I did end up getting the audiobook of Gods and Monsters. I am on chapter chapter 25 and I have 10 hours left, so I might listen to the audiobook as I do the dishes. I kind of didn't want to listen to the audiobook because I'm like invested in the physical reading of this book, but then also I really want to finish it, so it makes sense. But I don't know, we're just gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how today goes. I'm really mad at myself for sleeping in, but then also like I needed the sleep, but also now I'm like I have less time in my day. We're just gonna go with it and not stress. Hello. Okay, so it is now 1:40. I just finished off my homework and I went to the shop for my granddad. So right now I have until about 3 o'clock or afterwards to read and do nothing. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to just sit and read, turn on some ASMR rooms, or maybe find some reading sprints. I feel like BookTube needs to come back with the reading sprints. We had such an amazing time that like anytime you'd open YouTube there would be some sort of reading sprint on. So let's bring that back, please. But yeah, so I'm on page 236. I'm going to try to get to at least page 300 right now, and then I am going to be doing some private sprints with the girls later. I am actually liking this book a lot more than the second one. Like there is a lot happening in it, I suppose, even though there's kind of nothing happening, but also there is. But like, I don't know. I need to like get more into it to make a decision, but I'm excited now because the plot that I didn't like at the end of Blood and Honey and at the start of this book is now over. So I'm very glad about that, and now we can move on to other things and saving the world or destroying it. Who knows? Okay, let's go. I just got to part 3 of the book. I am so frustrated because they just keep getting separated, and like it makes me so mad in a book when like the characters think that the only thing to do is like sacrifice themselves, and it's like, bitch, we just got Lou back, we didn't need to lose Reed too. I am so frustrated, but yeah, anyways, it is good. I'm willing to see how it goes because I actually don't really know what's going on. We knew it. Hello guys, it is currently 8:30 in the evening and I am on sprints with the girls, and it is the first time in a long time that we're like all there for sprints. Like all 5 of us are here for sprints, which is so fun. I am about to sit and read Gods and Monsters for as long as I possibly can because I really want to just make a decent progress. I have a train journey on Wednesday and I want to have it finished by then because I don't really want to bring this on the train, and I'm sure the ending will be emotional, so I want to finish this, get through it, get through like the middle part, which is where I'm at right now, and then it should be really fast to read. So that is what I'm going to do. Hey besties, okay, it is now 10 o'clock in the night and I have just come off of sprints. The girls are still going, but I'm gonna go watch a film with my mum. So I am gonna give you my final reading update of tonight and of possibly this vlog. So I made it up to page 350, which I'm really proud of, and I think I'm actually over halfway through this book now, so yeah, I'm very excited. There was a trope used in here again that I just really don't like, and I am slightly scared to continue, but I will continue. And now that I'm over halfway through, I'm very excited to finish it and get to the end and finish this series and hopefully love it. That is my end thoughts of today. I will put in a clip of my final thoughts after this clip because I don't think I'm going to be vlogging next week, so just so that you get to know my final thoughts on this book, I will put that in. Hey guys, okay, so it is now the next week and I know I did end this vlog already, but I did want to give you my final thoughts because I just finished Gods and Monsters and I wanted to tell you my final thoughts on it. So I know throughout this vlog my thoughts were kind of up and down, whether I was enjoying it, whether I wasn't enjoying it. My end thoughts are overall the same. There definitely are things in this book that I didn't love, but there are more things in this book that I did love, and I loved the characters. I loved seeing what happened to the characters. This is a very character driven book, so definitely don't be going into this expecting amazing plot or anything, even though there were some exciting plot moments, but mostly it's character driven. And there were a lot of characters in here that I didn't even know. Like at the end they kind of mentioned a couple that we'd seen throughout the series and I had no clue who they were. But I ended up giving this book a 4-star. I did really like it. The ending was kind of perfect. The epilogue was even more perfect. I loved that it was from Ansel's perspective. That made me tear up. Like it was really good, and I live for Lou and Reed's relationship. I would say that for me my favorite part of this series is Lou and Reed's romance, and it is like the found family aspect, because it does have a found family trope. Coco and Lou's relationship, everybody's relationship in here is kind of the highlight of the book for me. I don't think that the plot is necessarily the highlight of the book for me, so I did really like it. I am glad that I read it. Do I recommend this series to you? Yes, I absolutely do. If you've not read any of the series, I definitely recommend you start it. Serpent and Dove was my favourite read of 2019. Do I recommend that you finish out this series if you have not finished it because maybe you didn't like Blood and Honey? Yeah, I do. I think it has a very satisfying ending. I think it has a very closure ending, and it just wraps it up quite nicely. I definitely do think that this was better than Blood and Honey. I definitely liked it a lot more. Wasn't perfect, there were a few tropes in here that I didn't like, but overall a really good book, and I'm so glad that I read it. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.